Is it possible that I have a brain hemorrhage? Around 2 weeks back, I accidentally extremely hardly bashed my head on the wall when I sat back and I collapsed on the floor for a few seconds, only to become normal again after that. Now I have a problem with my neck, it really hurting to move, and ever since this incident, I have sharp stabbing pains in the brain area, especially at the back of the eye. Only one, which is a sign. I also threw up quite a lot, which is apparently another indication. Is this possible? My brain does feel funny, like I can feel the blood.
Nah, it's just stage 4 cancer, nothing to fear.
Is high school a waste of time? Yes, it is! Drop out now! Don't make the same mistakes I did! It all starts with high school. Then they'll get you sucked into college. But then you'll be in a master's program. Think about all those wasted years. You could be actually living life. Go on, my child. Spread your wings. Flee the system while you're still young.
The hell?
LMAO, I pictured you in my head because I thought, what would someone this stupid look like? And I came up with an old crackhead that really has an unsuccessful life and wants to blame something else. For example, high school. Haha. For one side, you are right, as God says too much knowledge adds pain. But for the other, knowing nothing angers the Lord.
This best answer is the best that one can expect in the present mindset of USA.
Getting hollowed out from inside.
I agree that high school is a waste of time, but this guy answer is absurd and exaggerated in the most wrong way possible. Calm down on the drugs and addiction, bro.
You idiots in the comment section know Gabriel is just joking, right?
How do I get over my obsession of how good Christmas was? Or if it was not good? A month ago, I was asking stuff on here. I had a majority good Christmas, but was disappointed because of my dad's drinking, so it was not the wonderful Christmas I had hoped for. It was majority good, 11 good hours and 7 bad hours. For a month now, I have been obsessing about it, whether it was a good Christmas or not. I don't want to remember it as a wrecked Christmas where the majority of it was good, yet it was not what I had hoped. I had bad Christmases as a kid because of my dad's drinking, and then an estrangement from him, which was even worse, and then wonderful Christmases as a late teen and young adult when I could come and go. This year was good, but not as good as I had hoped for, but I am obsessed about whether it really was good or not. I am in therapy and go to Alcoholics Anonymous, which are both of help but asking in here in case there is something I haven't thought of. Now that is almost February, how do I just remember it as a good Christmas, even if not a fantastic one, and move on instead of staying obsessed on Christmas over a month later? I know come spring I will be able to drop it, but I think of winter post-Christmas as the time to celebrate a golden Christmas.
Either pick up drinking or wait till spring.
Might I suggest apple brandy? Very effective and fruity taste.
Here's a little mix to get you started. Pineapple juice, plus ginger ale, plus apple brandy, plus grenadine, equals 10 out of 10 would drink again.
I'm a genius. You're welcome. Do you agree that poor people shouldn't have kids? If you grow up in a poor neighborhood that's surrounded by mostly crime, violence, and drugs, and go to a high school that has a high dropout rate, you are more likely to end up in jail than in college. No child deserves to grow up in that type of environment. Sadly, most children in poverty never make it out of poverty because of the influences around them.
All children are cancer.
My boyfriend says he's not into Valentine's Day, and I got my hopes up. Now I'm disappointed? Update. I was hoping my boyfriend would plan/do something special for us for Valentine's Day since we didn't get to be together last year for it. But he told me he thinks it's stupid and doesn't want to do anything. I got my hopes up and now I'm sad and disappointed. What do I do?
Well, looks like it's over. It's time for you to break up with him and pick up drinking. Might I suggest apple brandy? Very effective and fruity taste. Here's a little mix to get you started. Pineapple juice plus ginger ale plus apple brandy plus grenadine equals 10 out of 10 would drink again. But yeah, it's over. Completely over. No need to try to salvage this relationship.
Healthy American football themed recipes? The Super Bowl is this Sunday, and I want to make something special for the small get together my family is having to watch the game. My family does not eat junk food. I was wondering if anyone has healthy football themed recipes that I can make. I am also looking for foods I can make that I can cut into / decorate to look like a football or any other football themed item. If anyone has any recipe like that, I could search Google, but I wanted to go to the people of the internet and see what you all love to eat on game day.
That's a good question.
How to overcome the effects of the worst childhood ever.
You're freaking in luck, my dude. I'm about to fix your entire life with this answer that has won an award. Pick up drinking. Might I suggest apple brandy? Very effective and fruit.
Question about my ex's behavior. My ex told me they are likely to be deploying soon. They let me know where they are and for how long, but told me this has been on and off for a while and there's still a good chance they don't go. I don't really know what to make of that. I know most deployments you know whether you're going or not from the start. I asked about safety and they did tell me they would mostly be in safe areas. Mostly isn't over optimistic in my opinion, but then again, I'm a bit paranoid about this. They told me they want to see me before they go. We have been planning to meet up again just to
TLDR, here's the answer regardless. They're your ex! The end! Don't speak to them anymore. This doesn't reflect my opinion at all, but I'm a troll, not an advice giver. Besides, I got exactly what I wanted, a reaction.
Gabriel. No need to be an A** shoal, and definitely no need for caps locking. That's so stupid and pointless. Anyhow, have you ever heard of being a civil human being? Not everyone is hostile and hateful towards their exes. How about those who split up with children? You kind of have to have some contact and be civil to a degree for the kid's sake, unless one of you is deemed an unfit parent. Plenty of people maintain friendships with a former partner. There's nothing wrong with it. Okay. Gosh. How to act dumb to irritate my friends. I want to irritate my friends and get on their last nerves by acting dumb. What are some good tricks?
Son, you've come to the master. Wear your pants backwards. Begin every sentence with the national anthem and end it with "Thus saith the Lord." Start physical altercations with them. Thievery shouldn't be underneath you anymore. Pick up drinking. Always be drunk around them.
Might I suggest apple brandy? Very effective and fruit.
What are some easy to make recipes? Please list the ingredients and cooking instructions.
Water. Ingredients. Water. Cooking instructions. Pour water into a cup. Serves 2.
Might I suggest apple brandy?
My son doesn't like Star Wars anymore because he says it's too girly and boring. I am a huge fan from my childhood. He didn't like The Last Jedi at all.
I don't think a lot of people like that movie.
And I think maybe it's his friends. What can I do? Update. I honestly haven't seen the real new films. Maybe there is something to this. I'm done trying to talk up the new films.
Wait, so did you talk them up, or have you not seen them? Like, are you advertising? You can stop living through your son and let him enjoy what he likes. No response. I think I struck a nerve. I think I just tapped into something. Like something real deep.
What is being done to protect the North and South Poles? Santa and penguins. You will get coal if you barge in on the North Pole and get out-tap danced by Penguin Frodo if you barge in on the South Pole.
Why doesn't Facebook show when people become friends with others in newsfeed anymore? I noticed Facebook doesn't show
so-and-so became friends with so-and-so in my newsfeed anymore. It doesn't show when I become friends with someone either. Why is this?
Because it's none of your business. End of story.
Drug test coming up. Can I pass? I just recently got picked for a random drug test for work. I used to smoke maybe once every other week, but my most recent time was exactly 1 week before I was picked. Now it's been about 2 weeks, and I think I can buy another week since my job told me to go in and do it myself and not on a time crunch. I've been drinking lots of water and exercising to try to sweat it out. Considering I'm not a chronic user, do you think I can pass the blood and urine tests after about 2.5 to 3 weeks being clean?
It is in your system for 30 days. I doubt it. Minimum of 60 days.
Why do you dopers think that drinking a lot of water, exercising, and so on will help you eliminate the effects of the illegal substances you indulge in? You can pass. Just keep studying and do the homework. You may need to use flashcards. Call a friend over the night before and have them quiz you on them. If you study hard and do all the readings and all the homework, you're sure to get an A+. Rooting for you, champ. Keep getting them good grades. Proud of you.
Is the ostrich evolving from a flying bird to a land-based bird, or vice versa?
Ostrich, rhea, cassowary, and kiwi are all called ratites. They are flightless birds that are close relatives of the tinamous, a group of flying birds from South America. DNA evidence suggests that they evolved flightlessness independently from flying ancestors. That means the ratites are not each other's closest relatives, but instead they have...
Neither is evolving into a fish. Source: intelligence.
Please help. Is it too embarrassing to say this? I have been in a dinner with a group of wives of doctors. I only knew one friend of them, so I went to her table and said hi and sat with her and her friends. She left the table to greet other friends on another table. I got up to say hi to the new group of her friends and sat with them on their table with her. She got up again and went to the other table. I felt embarrassed and unwelcomed by her. So I went up to her in front of friends and asked her, "What is wrong? Are you upset or something?" And then talked to her alone and told her I wanted to talk to her, but she keeps on leaving the place. After the end of the dinner, I felt I made myself look like a fool. Have I? Was it too bad?
I think you may have halitosis. Listerine is known to cure it. As the ad states, you can have it and not even know it. Your friends will, but you won't. My advice is to continue to pursue your Listerine endeavors. Only for $19.99 can you get the best breath in town. With Listerine, put your friends to shame with your minty-smelling breath.
I'm funny.